against 6th in the world standings.
Bullfighting. The word alone evokes powerful images. For some, it's a beautiful art form, steeped in history, culture, and bravery. For others, it's a controversial spectacle, a brutal practice that belongs in the past today. We'll take you on a journey through time, exploring the origins of bullfighting, its rise to prominence, the legends that shaped it, and the complex debate it inspires in modern society. From ancient rituals to modern-day arenas, bullfighting's story is one of tradition, passion, and resilience. This is the history of bullfighting. Origins of bullfighting. Ancient rituals and early practices. The earliest forms of bull-related rituals date back over 4,000 years. In the ancient civilization of Minoan Crete, around 2000 BCE, frescoes show scenes of young men leaping over bulls in a form of ritualistic dance, a practice known as taurokathapsia. These frescoes, found at the Palace of Knossos, depict a celebration of courage and agility, where humans face bulls not in combat but in a dance of life and death. Bulls held symbolic importance in many early cultures, often seen as representations of strength, fertility, and protection. The Greeks, too, honored bulls, although their interaction with the animals was more sacrificial. In ancient Rome, however, a shift began that would lay the groundwork for bullfighting as a sport. By 264 BCE, Roman gladiators were fighting animals, including bulls, for public entertainment. Roman amphitheaters, the predecessors of today's bullrings, hosted these spectacles. And over time, this form of animal combat evolved into what we recognize as early forms of bullfighting. Roman influence spread to Spain during its conquest, establishing the bull as a powerful symbol of strength and endurance, qualities that would remain at the heart of bullfighting. Bullfighting in Spain. The birth of an art form. By the 16th century, bullfighting was evolving into a formalized event in Spain, transitioning from a private aristocratic activity to a public spectacle. Initially, Spanish nobility engaged in the sport on horseback, using lances to subdue bulls. King Felipe V, a Bourbon king in the early 18th century, opposed bullfighting on horseback due to its association with the aristocracy and encouraged a style where commoners faced the bull on foot. The shift toward foot-based bullfighting brought the rise of the matador, the skilled performer, who would captivate audiences with daring displays of agility and precision. With this change, bullfighting became an art form as well as a test of courage, focusing on the matador's ability to work gracefully with the bull. Francisco Romero, an 18th-century matador from Ronda, Spain, was instrumental in defining the modern sport, introducing the use of the muleta, the red cape that became the hallmark of the performance. Romero also established the ritualized structure of the bullfight, known as the Corrida de Toros, laying the foundation for future generations. The structure of a bullfight. The Corrida de Toros traditionally includes 3 matadors, each facing 2 bulls over the course of an afternoon. The event is divided into 3 main acts, each emphasizing different skills and elements of the fight. The Tercio de Varas, the lances, begins with the entrance of the bull into the arena. The matador assesses the bull's behavior and strength, using the capote, a larger cape, to engage the bull. The picadors, mounted assistants, enter to weaken the bull by placing a lance in its neck, forcing the animal's head to drop and making it more predictable for the matador. The Tercio de Banderillas involves placing short barbed sticks, called banderillas, into the bull's shoulders. This act is typically performed by skilled banderilleros, who run directly at the bull, planting the banderillas to further weaken and provoke it. This stage requires agility and precise timing, emphasizing the danger of close proximity to the bull. The tercio de muerte, the death, is the final act, where the matador performs with the muleta, using the cape to draw the bull close and execute a series of passes that display skill and grace. The act culminates with the estocada, a sword thrust intended to end the bull's life quickly. This final strike is considered the ultimate test of the matador's ability. Famous matadors and the golden age of bullfighting. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, bullfighting had cemented itself as a beloved Spanish tradition, and the age of the star matador had arrived. Matadors such as Juan Belmonte, who rose to fame in the early 1900s, transformed the sport with their charisma and artistry. Belmonte was known for his daring techniques, standing as close to the bull as possible and introducing a style that focused on control and finesse. Another renowned figure was Manolete, whose stoic demeanor and innovative style captivated fans during the 1940s. Known as the Monumental Manolete, he was celebrated for his tragic and heroic death in the ring in 1947, solidifying his place as a bullfighting legend. Manolete's passing marked the end of what many consider the golden age of bullfighting, a period when matadors were celebrated as national heroes, and the corrida was embraced as a symbol of Spanish identity. Bullfighting beyond Spain. Variations in Portugal and Latin America. Bullfighting spread from Spain to other parts of the world, each region developing its own unique style. In Portugal, bullfighting emphasizes horsemanship, known as regionio, where the bullfighter engages the bull while mounted on a horse. In Portuguese bullfighting, unlike the Spanish tradition, the bull is not killed in the arena, reflecting a distinct cultural approach. In Mexico and Latin America, where bullfighting was introduced by Spanish colonists, the sport gained a significant following. Mexican bullfighting shares similarities with the Spanish style, but often includes additional flourishes and incorporates elements of Mexican culture. The Plaza de Toros, Mexico, located in Mexico City, is the largest bullfighting arena in the world, capable of seating 41,000 spectators, underscoring the sport's importance in Mexican culture. The art and symbolism of bullfighting. Bullfighting has long been associated with profound symbolism, often representing themes of life and death, courage and mortality. The matador is seen not just as a performer but as an artist, creating a dialogue between human and animal, spirit and instinct. The costumes worn by matadors, known as trajes de luces, suits of lights, add to the ceremonial grandeur of the event. These elaborate outfits, adorned with sequins and embroidery, emphasize the spectacle's theatrical nature. The influence of bullfighting extends to literature and art. Writers such as Ernest Hemingway celebrated bullfighting as a metaphor for human existence. In his book, Death in the Afternoon, Hemingway describes the sport as a tragedy in 3 acts that captures the essence of life's fleeting beauty. Artists like Pablo Picasso and Francisco Goya depicted bullfights in their works, using it as a medium to explore themes of conflict, sacrifice, and beauty. The cultural significance of bullfighting is evident in the fiestas and festivals surrounding it, including the San Fermín festival in Pamplona, where the annual running of the bulls attracts thousands of tourists. Modern controversies and animal rights. As society's views on animal welfare evolved, bullfighting began to face increasing criticism. Animal rights groups argue that the practice is inherently cruel, pointing to the suffering inflicted on the bulls during the fight. Activists claim that bullfighting is outdated, a relic of a bygone era that has no place in modern society. This sentiment has led to protests and legislative actions against bullfighting, particularly in regions like Catalonia, where the sport has been banned since 2010. Critics argue that the suffering inflicted on the bulls is unjustifiable and inhumane, sparking heated debates between those who see bullfighting as an art form and those who view it as an act of cruelty. The emotional and ethical aspects of this debate are complex, with both sides deeply passionate about their perspectives. Defenders of bullfighting emphasize its cultural and historical significance, arguing that it is an integral part of Spanish identity. They see it as a sacred tradition that must be preserved, a testament to the courage and artistry of the matador, and the nobility of the bull. The current state of bullfighting and its future. Today, bullfighting continues to draw significant crowds, especially in regions where it remains deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric. However, the sport's popularity is waning among younger generations who are more inclined toward animal rights and less tolerant of traditional practices that involve animal suffering. In recent years, attendance at bullfights has declined, with many bullrings facing financial challenges. In response to public pressure, some changes have been implemented in the bullfighting industry. In certain regions, regulations have been introduced to improve the treatment of bulls and reduce their suffering, such as limiting the number of picadors or ensuring that the bull is killed humanely. These modifications reflect an attempt to balance the cultural importance of bullfighting with ethical considerations, though they have not fully appeased critics. The future of bullfighting remains uncertain, as society becomes increasingly conscious of animal rights. The practice faces an uphill battle for survival. Some proponents believe that bullfighting will adapt and evolve, finding new ways to celebrate its traditions without compromising animal welfare. Others believe that bullfighting's days are numbered, destined to become a relic of history. Conclusion: bullfighting is more than a sport. It's a reflection of human courage, artistry, and the complex relationship between man and nature. Whether celebrated as a cultural treasure or condemned as an act of cruelty, bullfighting is a powerful symbol of Spain's history and identity. Its story is a testament to the human desire to confront mortality, to create beauty in the face of danger, and to honor tradition in a changing world.